Hello everyone and welcome to our breakout session on App Talks. Today we have David Azouz. Did I say that right? How do I say it? Azouz. Sorry, David Azouz and Robert Barry. So please join me in welcoming them both, and we'll start off with David.
Hello, ازيكم؟ أنا اسمي ديفيد أزوز والنهاردة أنا عايز أتكلم على Snapper. Few confused looks. No one told me this talk had to be in English. So do you guys know English? Does everyone know English? All right, fantastic. Let's carry on in English. So here is Snapper. This is a project I've been working on in my spare time. It's a visual programming solution. So similar, how many people in the room have used Scratch in education? Fantastic. Okay, so it's similar to Scratch, and this will be incorporated into the editor, Unity editor scripting. So here I am, David Azouz. While studying my Bachelor of Games and Virtual Worlds, I'm also a casual general at Deakin University, working on cool things there. But today I'm here to talk to you about Snapper. So thank you once again to ACMI for having me here. So code, exams, Comic Sans. These are some scary words to some people. What can we do to make some of these a bit less scarier? Maybe not for Comic Sans, but maybe for one of them. So there are a few node-based solutions available, but not all of these engage the critical thinking that we want in our students. So this is what I plan to achieve. So how will be, Snapper will be a different approach to visual scripting in Unity. In this scenario, it will be in Unity. And it will be available on the asset store sometime in the future. So you'll drag and drop these, your block elements, so similar to Scratch. And then you could bake your code in C#, so then a programmer could go ahead and sort of add more detail if need be. So for the time being, it's just Unity, perhaps more to come based off feedback. So here are some stats from Scratch. So as we can see from mainly the 13 age group, we have predominant Scratch users. As we can see on the right on the map, predominantly English-speaking countries, we have users of Scratch. So being able to talk your language, back to my point before, speaking another language, being able to talk your language means that you could understand what's going on and understand what your students are trying to figure out. So your age groups, so fetus is born, and then they move on to Scratch around age 5 to 7, Scratch Junior that is. Then around ages 8 to 16, they might use Scratch. Then they might move on to Playground, which is in Unity. So you need very little coding knowledge to be able to use Playground. Let's see photos. And this is Unity 3D. Has anyone used Unity before? Okay. So yeah, this goes from ages 16 to beyond. So what my app is Snapper aims to be able to use from ages 5 onwards to 16 and infinity really. So the first implementation might not be from ages 5. It might be the basic Scratch version, which is around age 6. But given time, it might that bridge might widen. And so this is coding in C#. So in Unity, you wouldn't code in Unity. You would code in C#, and then that would sort of make your characters run around. So requirements. What are the requirements for this app? So accessibility. Your students need to be able to pick up and run with it. Inclusion, so it needs to be localized in your language. We need to be able to speak your language. And our usability, so how easy is this tool to use? Ooh, that's not right. So your language, so back to what I was saying before, a language you can speak and turn that into, the computer will take care of that. So if we want a character to run, no matter which program we're using or which language we want used, it should just take care of that for us. We shouldn't care about errors or shouldn't care about any of these problems for our students. They should be able to just say, okay, I want to run, and they go and do it. Or the program will take care of it. So based on your background, your technical skills, your language to machine language could mean different things. So Snap could be localized into your local language, and then it could be changed into the machine code, this machine language. Or if you're a programmer, you could use any object-oriented programming language, so such as C# for Unity, and we could probably turn that into any other language. So who would want to use this tool? Well, with the games industry earning 91 billion, so double that of the film industry, your students might want to be engaged in learning how to code. Now, not necessarily they have to be game developers, but to encourage that critical thinking for our students, that might be a good idea. So inspire new minds. So inspire your students. Teach them how to create and how to code, create games. So the future, so perhaps we will have other engine implementations. It depends on, based off the community's feedback. So baking your code, currently it's in C#, but perhaps we might have baking into other languages to modify and beyond just the Blockly code. Integration with other visual scripting. So does anyone use any other programming scripting languages? I think just one person or a few people use Unity, so not necessarily Playmaker and that. Is that right? Yeah, similar, yeah. Okay, cool. And then hopefully we'll have tutorials in the near future. So the recap, we need something to be accessible for our students. They need to be able to pick up and run with it. So based off conversations I've had today in the past week, I've learned that based on your year level, there are different curriculums based off year level. Is that right? Yeah, cool. Okay, so based on this information, I think I'm going to implement sort of a tier group. So your year 5 to 7 might have a difficulty level, like an easy difficulty level of coding. And then as you go up, the difficulty of coding will increase to, again, engage critical thinking. It has to be usable as well for students and for teachers. So how do we do that? Perhaps through tutorials. This is a picture of an egg. It's not really relevant right now, but what is relevant is where you can learn more. So come and see me at the Education Games Summit. I'll be around. Come have a chat to me. I'm interested to learn more about your teachers' needs, how you teach your students. Please feel free to contact me. I hope to be at many more of these events. This is the first time I'm speaking about Snapper, so hopefully more to come. So that wraps it up. Any questions? Yes?
So you're creating a Blockly type language that can then be translated into any other programming language?
Yeah, so that's the idea, but for now it'll be an editor script in Unity and then baked to C#, just for now.
But there will always be programming in that Blockly style.
That's right.
So what I'm thinking is, what I'm hearing from you is Scratch, and then they can turn that into C#, or they can turn it into PHP, or they can turn it into whatever language.
That's the idea. Yes?
How far along with development?
Good question. So I've had multiple projects come up, so it's been on the back burner for me. When would you like to see this? ASAP. Good to hear. Anyone else? Fantastic question. What's the cost? Who would be okay with it being $30? Raise their hand. $30 to pay. Yeah. So for education, and then you give that to your students.
So one license.
One license, and then for your students. So raise your hands. Yes. Oh well, for a class or something. Kinks are to be worked out.
So $30 to a class per year?
Yes. Yeah. The kinks are still to be worked out. Who would like it to be free? Raise their hands. Everyone. Okay, good to know. Good information. Thank you. All right, I've made the slides available if you follow this link. Also, if you could give me feedback on how I could improve Snapper, that'd be great too. Not as of today, no. Yeah, please follow me on Twitter. I'll be posting updates there, or even if you don't have Twitter, I'll be posting updates there. Or on my blog occasionally, yeah. or please feel free to contact me on my email. Say this where I study or where I teach rather, and yeah, please feel free to tell me your requirements. Yes. Yes. So that sort of people who are competent in their C# skills could go ahead and sort of add more features to that. Yeah. So especially for Unity, there you have fantastic opportunities for VR and AR for your students. So being able to sort of code something and then see it in VR and AR, I think that might be cool. Yes.
What's your most successful project today?
Successful proposal. Well, I've been studying for the past 3 years, so I haven't really shipped anything as such. Probably working on Flame Trainer, which is where I'm working at my internship currently. I think we're working on some pretty cool things there. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, well, it's your experience.
Yeah. Okay. That seems to do it. That seems to do it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, David.
Thank you very much to David Azouz.